In today's video, we're going to be building yet another bioactive dart frog build. Check it out. To start, I siliconed a cool tree stump that I carved out of foam to the glass and let it dry. Next, I planned out my hardscape with the cork bark and manzanita wood that I used. Really just plan it out until you like what you see, and then you can foam it in place. I prefer using pond and stone great stuff just because the color, it's easier to hide mistakes. Lucky for me, I don't make mistakes.
You are not him. You are not him.
Next, I took a serrated steak knife and carved off all the shiny outer layer of the foam so that the silicone has something to adhere to. Remember to always cut towards yourself. Now you're going to need an aquarium safe sealant. Black or brown works better, but clear is good too. Then I spread some Eco Earth and sphagnum moss on there to make it look more natural.
One hour later.
After finishing the background, I decided there needed to be more in the mix. So, I did the sides too. Next part, let's just say I was a little bit nervous. Phew, I made it through without cracking. For the drainage layer, I'm just using egg crate and zip ties that I got for like 20 bucks at Home Depot. The original plan was to just use like a clay pebbles for the whole drainage layer, but I definitely didn't order enough, so I just surrounded the egg crate box that I made so that it's more visually appealing. Next, I added a weed barrier. This just helps for the substrate to not get into the drainage layer and create excessive amounts of mold. You can use weed barrier from your local hardware store, or you can buy substrate divider from like Josh's Frogs or something. But honestly, it's so much more expensive, so why spend the extra money when you don't have to? Halfway through adding the substrate, I realized my camera wasn't on. Now we add the springtails. Springtails are part of the cleanup crew that eat mold and algae that grows on the side of the glass, the substrate, and pretty much anywhere since it's a moist environment. Oh, and I forgot to add that I'm using ABG mix with some Reptibark chips and sphagnum moss mixed into it. Well, now that I got my hardscape figured out, it's time to add the isopods. Isopods are the springtails' partner in crime. They eat the dart frog's waste and any other bad stuff that pops up in your terrarium. Well, now I have to go find some leaf litter. It might be hard to find leaf litter in 2 feet of snow, but might as well try.
What the dog doing?
Well, I found some, but it's on a tree, so I gotta strip it all off. I tossed these in the oven for 30 minutes at 200 degrees, just to get any pests off that might be hiding in there. My favorite part of every build, let's get planting. Roll the montage. Gonna be totally honest with you, I got 4 Azurias for this enclosure. The guy I bought them from was a pilot, so he flew them to me. They got too cold in the airplane, and 3 of them ended up passing away. It was definitely not his fault. None of us were expecting it. But to end on a good note, Vivarium turned out to be absolutely awesome. That's all I got for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe because these videos take forever to edit. See ya!